Hang on a second. I think it's not. Hang on. Yeah, but I don't think you're talking. Does anybody hear Peter? Nope. Nope. They hear me. They don't hear you. Desktop audio is supposed to just be you. And this is making me angry. And I can hear myself in somebody's headphones too. Okay, so everybody hang with me here. We're going to try something. You might see we're going to try adding Skype here. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm going to minimize it so it goes off the screen, hopefully. No, it still stays there, so we're going to push it back. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. All right, Peter, say something. Okay, did you hear him that time? Nope, they still don't hear Peter. I am very sorry, guys. We're going to get this figured out. Yeah, they can only hear me because for some reason... Okay, say something, Peter.
Testing, testing. Welcome to the Sunday Night All Valley Trivia Championship, Week 8.
Do you hear him? Got him.
All right. Okay.
We did it.
All right, finally. So.
Okay, Peter's going to give the intro that we were trying to give to make this sound official. Here we go.
All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in to the Sunday Night All Valley Trivia Championship, Week 8. This week's special guest, you may know him from Studio City on Amazon. But the fandom, the Cobra Kai fandom here, knows him as Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes. How you doing, Sean?
Hey, Peter. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. Apologies for the technical difficulties beforehand, but we're here. We're finally getting rolling here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Thanks to everyone.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
You talk, Sean. I'm just going to sit here.
No, I was just saying thanks for your patience for everybody who hung in there.
Yeah.
All
Absolutely.
on me, guys. That's what happens when you launch a live stream with zero testing in advance.
Well, we have a collective group of listeners and people tuning in, and to play the trivia game. But Sean, you are your character is a former Cobra in the world of Karate Kid here. How have you been? With the start of Cobra Kai and all that, or people asking if your character's returning and things of that nature?
Well, I've had a lot of people wondering whether we're going to see Mike Barnes at some point on Cobra Kai, and honestly, I don't know. It would be wonderful if that happened. I'd love to dust off the gi, and we never really learned what became of Mike Barnes. So I always wonder: is this a guy that became a worse guy? Maybe went to jail. Maybe I don't know. He went in the military and got straightened out and became a better guy. But I think it'd be interesting. I'm a big fan of the show. I think the producers, have done such an amazing job with the spin that they put on it, turning it upside down and implying that possibly Daniel's the bully and Johnny is the one that was bullied. I just think it's genius and it's funny. So, yeah, I love it.
Have you ever considered doing like a short yourself, with Mike Barnes now and what he might be up to, just like a 5-minute clip just following Mike Barnes?
I've actually never thought about that. That's an interesting idea. Maybe I'll play around with that.
Yeah, because our previous special guest, Sensei William Christopher Ford, who was one of your goons, played Dennis, part 3.
One
He
of his
did.
goons specifically was Sean's goon.
Yes. But he did something with his character of Dennis and what he might be up to now. He made like a satire of it. It was actually quite funny.
Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube. Yeah.
And it is called Shoji Screens Don't Hit Back.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there you go. I think we would love to see your take on where Mike Barnes is in a short clip. What could be possibly.
That's really interesting. All right, well, I'm going to think about that one, and hopefully I'll come up. It's entertaining, and it seems like I've got the time now. So this would be a good time to do that.
There you go. So, we'll get ready for the game here. And at the end, we'll have you plug, your books and Studio City again, if you want to touch on that and anything else you want to promote for the listeners.
We're going to be giving the winner of the game Your Karate's a Joke t-shirt, signed if you'd like it. And so, let's bring the competition.
There we go. I did thank you for bringing that up. I completely forgot about the prize. So special prize right there. Would love a t-shirt signed by Sean Kanan himself. So if everyone's ready, Brihana, if you're ready, let's get started.
I think so. 57, new record by 10.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah. And Peter, your theory that TB3 kind of lurk around and just don't say anything. After the technical difficulties were all fixed and stuff, Hurwitz tweeted the right link out.
Oh, see? So.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's around somewhere. Okay, so to recap the rules for everyone playing, I know that, everyone that's played before knows them. We've got some new people in. The first question, it's a 30-question trivia game to start with. The questions are just, you answer right, you advance. If you answer wrong, you're eliminated. You can still play, but your name goes off the leaderboard. There's a bit of a lag, not a super long one, just a few seconds between the stream and the game. So go by what you see on your game screen. Do not go by what we say on the stream because we're about 3 seconds back. So watch your screen for the questions. Do not try to jump in. Wait for the timer to actually hit because the timer will not be started until the question has been asked on the stream. But if you try to answer too soon, you will lock yourself out. The answers shift down by 1 pixel because a timer shows up at the top of your screen and you will click the wrong answer. First question is a gimme. On this game in particular, definitely a gimme. No one should miss it anyway. But that's the way that goes. If we get to the end and we make it through all 30 questions and we have more than one person, or if everyone goes out on the same question and we have more than one person, we have a sudden death solution for that. Which is, I did have someone tell me today, Mike said he was going to attack this with the strategy of gain a point, lose a point. But I told him that's a really bad idea unless he just wants to go out and be done on question 2. But I think that's a recap. Oh, hi, Daryl. Daryl's here.
Yep, he's been in the chat.
I did not see him until just
Daryl.
now. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First question, Sean will ask. It'll pop up. Read it as soon as you see it. And then I'll hit the question timer and you read out the answers. And then we'll see how it goes from there. All right. Everybody ready? And there is the first question.
I don't have a question.
Are you looking at the stream?
Play go into the crowd. Let's see. No, I'm not seeing a stream on mine.
The YouTube video.
Yeah, on YouTube.
I got it, guys.
Yep.
Okay, question 1. Daniel's opponent in the Karate Kid Part 3 was referred to as both Karate's Bad Boy and Tournament Terror. What is his name? Is it A, Johnny Lawrence, B, Bobby Brown, C, Shozen Toguchi, or D, Mike Barnes?
And just in case someone doesn't know, the answer is right there.
Literally right there.
Literally right there.
Staring right at you in the face.
Yep, written there. Plus, he's talking to you, and the answer, of course, is Mike Barnes.
Here we go.
Kind of a formal question.
Right? Yeah, I said the first one's always a gimme.
We've had people miss out on the first one before.
Do you really want to hear that someone said Chosen?
Oh my goodness. See, I feel their screen shifted and they probably selected the wrong answer.
I think so too. They would have. Okay, don't do that again. Yep, don't go that fast. All right, I do apologize. I don't have the little bar that I usually put at the bottom to shut off the get into the game. So people may be coming in as we go, but they will not go on the leaderboard. We figured that out a couple of weeks ago. So
okay.
All right, so all 59 people.
That is a huge number.
That is a huge number. We got 2 more since I said we had a new record, so we've already broken our record. I think people might be interested in listening to Sean.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. I think
Anything you want to know, I'm an open book.
All right. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions in the chat there. Is the chat kind of quiet, or is something wrong with my chat? It doesn't seem to be.
I'm seeing a chat post every 10 seconds or so. So.
I feel like mine hasn't been moving for a while, but.
Scroll up. You may have gotten stuck. Mine was doing that last night.
Scroll upwards.
Yeah. See if you can scroll it. Or down, I guess that would be.
Yeah.
The last question is Papa 59 on the way to 100.
I'll just do another pop-up, pop-out window here. Okay, so whenever you're ready for the next question.
All right, I see the pedantic penguin here. Now, he has told everyone that he is going to win.
I think him and somebody else recently, too.
Like that. That's good Cobra intensity.
Right? He was like, nope, I'm just going to win. But,
Uh-oh.
We'll see what happens. So, all right, going on to the next question. This is for Peter.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Question 2. What is Hawk's real name? Is it Is it A, Eli Moskowitz, B, Jerry Robertson, don't laugh, C, Walter Hawkman, or D, Robert Smith? What is Hawk's real name? I sure did. Shout out to Fievel from An American Tale.
I love that movie, and I'm always afraid I'm going to say Mouskowitz. So.
Yeah, I did.
All right, and I don't think anyone should get this one wrong either. Stop hitting the microphone, Bree. It is Eli Moskowitz.
That's right.
The
Letter
one
A.
and only. Yes. Jerry Robertson is one of the Cobras from the first movie. Walter Hawkman is his fake name. Robert Smith is a name I totally made up. So. All right. I think we had 8 time out on that one. Let me scroll and see. Yeah. One person answered Walter Hawkman. Maybe that was they thought that was because it was on his ID. I don't know. But I think everyone else just timed out. I think we lost a few people. All right, so I did put some extra effort after the fiascos of the last 2 weeks. I see Sensei Pialani's name on the leaderboard.
Yeah, she got that right. Sean,
Yay!
Sean, we have a question from Kate. She's asking if you keep in touch with your Karate Kid 3 co-stars.
Let's see. Last year, I was inducted into the Masters Hall of Fame. I was sponsored by Sensei Daryl Vidal. It was a huge honor, and Sensei William Christopher Ford was there. And I speak to Sensei Ford, from time to time. I'm currently training with Sensei Vidal, which is a huge honor for me. He's teaching me Filipino stick fighting for a film that I'm going to be starting sometime in the late fall. I talk to Billy Zabka from time to time, less so now that he's doing the show. But we would do autograph signings, things like that, and I would occasionally see Ralph. Let's see, I would see Sensei Ron Thomas every now and again, and Marty Cove I've seen many times over the years. Marty and I did a play together. We did True West together, and he's somebody that I keep in touch with as best I can. So, yeah, I think once you're and actually with Yuji Okamoto, my wife Michelle and I were up in Seattle, and we went to his restaurant. Tony O'Dell, I've seen over the years. So I think once you're in one of the Karate Kid films, and especially if you're a Cobra, it's like you're a part of a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not see each other all the time, but when you do, there's a great bond created by having participated in this great mutual experience, one of the films.
Oh, that's amazing.
A character almost as popular amongst the fans as Mike Barnes. Do you ever speak or run into Thomas Ian Griffith?
I'll tell you a really funny story. So my wife and I just had our 7th anniversary, and 7 years ago, we were having our engagement party at a restaurant, and Martin Cove was one of the guests. And and we were in like a private room, like a big private room. By complete coincidence, Thomas Ian Griffith was having dinner there at the restaurant, and he found out about the engagement party and came up and hung out with us. And it was really really wonderful to reconnect with him. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him since then, but it would be great to run into him at some point.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Now it's turned into like an interview. We have a trivia game to run.
Okay. I have a great picture of me, Marty, my wife, Michelle, and Thomas. And I'll try and find it, and I'll send it to you guys. And then if you want to post it or put it out there for the gang, that'd be great.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next question now. Also should be fairly simple. Question 3. What month did Daniel and Lucille Larusso leave New Jersey for California? Did they leave in August, September, July, or December? And it really should be pretty simple because it's literally the first thing you see when you're watching The Karate Kid. Right? Everyone pays attention to that stuff, right? It's not just me.
We've been learning that there's a lot of details that people overlook.
Well, I think a little hint would also be the dance that Daniel attended.
Right. So it definitely can't be December, right?
Right.
It is September. It is the very first screen. Black, white letters, Newark, New Jersey, September. Let's see who got it right.
Well, I see somebody doing the...
Are you kidding?
Darth Vader, no. There's a few of them said no.
Are you kidding?
41 eliminated?
Yes!
That's a lot. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dear Lord!
That's huge. This was like the biggest turnout, and we... What did they put, like August?
Yes! It's a definite crane kick.
Yeah, it doesn't help when Daniel is going to school and on his first day they're playing Cruel Summer in the background, so maybe that's why people thought it was August.
Oh my God! I just annihilated half the fandom on question 3.
That's pretty crazy. I like how Daryl's playing too.
Right.
Yeah, like Daryl doesn't have the inside track, right?
Yeah.
Well, now we actually let's see. The question that everybody went out on, that we had all the confusion on his episode, was a question about him.
It was.
It was the beach question.
It was the beach question, but also literally nobody knew the answer unless you listened to that interview on our show, because he said he didn't share that anywhere else.
Right, which was something I didn't know.
I just found that photo, so I'm going to send it to you right now.
Very
Oh,
nice.
fantastic. Okay, so let's see.
A couple other ones. Okay.
Let's see who made it through. I wonder what the pedantic penguin's name is on here because, oh look, we've got someone playing as Dinah T. Ox.
Oh, that's funny.
That's great.
I want to know who that is because that's funny. Wait. Oh, Peter, that might be Hayden's burner account.
I was about to say that. Because I saw John tweeted back at you too and did the Chuck Norris "I'm looking at you" thing.
Yeah. The thing that's so great about these guys is they are just such fans of the show.
Yeah.
And they're such fans of the films that they are, absolutely the right guys to have made this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to troll a fandom. They know how to be fans. They are fans. They are fan fiction writers who are like living every fan fiction writer's dream right now.
Right.
And I think it's amazing. Daryl says Hayden can't win either.
Yeah.
I mean, he could. But, yeah. So, all right. That was a fiasco of question 3. So we'll just move right on to question 4.
41 people. Wow.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. Unbelievable. All right. Are you ready, Sean, for question 4?
I am indeed.
Okay.
Just waiting for it to come up.
Yep, it should be just a second there. And again, I don't think this one's hard, so...
Nothing yet.
On the stream, you don't see a question?
What relation to Daniel is Louis Larusso Jr.? Is it A, his brother, B, his nephew, C, his son, D, his cousin? What relation to was Louis Larusso Jr.?
This one should be fairly simple, right? Everyone knows.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the show, you should know.
Right. Although it's amazing to me how many people still say Louis is his brother. He's his cousin.
I have not heard the brother part, but I believe you.
A lot of the React YouTubers, actually, Real Rejects, call Louis Daniel's brother in every episode Louis in.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, no, Greg, you know better. Go back and watch it again. But yeah, it looks maybe like everybody got through. All the 18 whopping people. No, 17. So we had 2 votes, one for his brother, one for his nephew. I'm going to guess that the one that went out said brother. But
See, even Daryl says son of Uncle Louis.
yes, he is his son. He's written as the son of Uncle Louis, which still trips me out because Uncle Louis was 70 when Daniel was 16, and Louis is like maybe 5 or 6 years younger than Daniel to look at him, right? So that means that he was born when his dad was like, 60?
It's very possible. He could be the youngest of, 6 kids.
I guess anything's possible. Doesn't make much
All
sense,
right.
but it's possible. All right, moving on to question 5 for Peter.
We only lost 2 people that time, right? Not too bad.
1.
1? Okay.
1.
All right. Question 5. In the Cobra Kai mantra, what 3 things do not exist in the dojo? Is it A, focus, balance, and inner peace? B, honor, discipline, and mercy? C, ketchup, mustard, and pickles? Or D, fear, pain, and defeat? I can go for a burger now. All of a
I say I
sudden.
really wanted a cheeseburger when I was writing the questions. All right, now 6. Most of those things do not exist in that dojo. We're not really sure of Kreese's opinion on ketchup, mustard, and pickles, but in the mantra, it is fear, pain, and defeat.
Mm-hmm.
Do not exist in this dojo. And we lost one on that one.
Well, not too bad there.
I'm hoping that it was the person who said honor, discipline, and mercy, and not the two people who said ketchup, mustard, pickles.
Really? 2 people selected that?
Yeah.
What are they even doing at this point?
Not on the leaderboard anymore, so they're playing around. I would.
Oh.
I honestly would. I would give the dumbest answer I could find to every single one of them. Just to see what happens. Before the game goes, you're an idiot, and kicks you out. All right, moving on to the next question. This is one of our quote questions, so there will be an audio answer at the end. Question 6. Fill in the blank to complete this quote. Dibs on blank. Is it ass face, douchebag, rock steady, or bebop? And as always, the quote goes with the picture on the question. So, what did Mitch call dibs on? And we will go and we will ask.
Guys, look, they're just messing with you. Thanks, man. Besides, everyone knows your names are Assface and Douchebag. Dibs on Assface.
And I did it that way because the way he reacts to Miguel, like his timing, Aiden Minx's timing on that line is hilarious. I think that's what sells the whole thing. Obviously, it is dibs on Assface.
Yep. And for anybody that listened to our interview with Aiden Minx, that's actually how he opened up the episode, was quoting that line.
Oh, no, Daryl's out.
Oh.
Daryl out.
Daryl is out.
And
It was an equal spread. Douchebag, Rocksteady, and Bebop were the 3 incorrect answers given. We lost 2 people, so I don't know which of the answers they chose, but Rocksteady and Bebop were, of course, what Dimitri called them at the mall.
Yep.
And Douchebag was the other option that he left for Chris. So. All right, moving on to the next question. This one is for Sean again. Oh, and look there. It's a Mike Barnes question.
okay. In the confrontation that ends with Daniel signing up for the tournament, how does Mike get him to do it? Does he A, threatens to let Daniel and Jessica drown, B, asks him politely, C, tells him Terry Silver is paying him to fight, D, steals Daniel's car?
I'm trying to imagine Mike asking anyone to do anything politely.
Right.
And you remember, of course, how did he get Daniel to sign for the tournament?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh.
I hope you know.
We were at Devil's Cauldron, and I pulled his ropes up, and the tide started coming in.
Yep. So he threatened to let Jessica and Daniel drown.
I think the idea of Mike maybe stealing, the Ford and joyriding in it would be pretty funny.
It would be funny, but Daniel would kill him.
Well, I mean, they're due for another fight, I feel.
Right? They are. Daniel and Mike have got some unresolved business now. I mean...
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Everyone in this franchise has PTSD just out the wazoo. And all because of each other. So, everybody's got issues with everybody. And 14 remain. Everyone knew that Mike threatened to kill Daniel and Jessica by letting them drown. Mike's not a nice guy.
Not a well-adjusted young lad.
No. I mean, how do you become a mercenary at 17?
Right.
What leads you down that path? All right, moving on to the next question for Peter.
All right. Question 8. Tori comes to Cobra Kai already able to kick ass, but she's not taken karate before. What has she trained in? Was it A, dance, B, kickboxing, C, taekwondo, or D, nothing?
This ended up being in the same place as the Tory question from last week. But I think that this is question 8 is just going to be my Tory question every week.
Okay.
No, not really. But
We'll see next week.
Right. Yeah, we'll see next week if I end up with another Tory question there. The answer is B, kickboxing. She may have danced, but what she mentions is kickboxing.
Mm-hmm. And that's her style too. So when we interviewed Hito Koda and Janelle Kerfman, they talked about having a conscious decision into different character style of fighting, and hers is, she throws a little bit more elbows and knees when she fights.
Yeah, she does. That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All
How
right.
are we doing there?
We lost one person on that one, and the incorrect answers, again, with people on and off the leaderboard, were split one each for dance, taekwondo, and nothing. So no way of knowing which the incorrect answer was given on that one. Every time I look over and I see Dynatox sitting there on the leaderboard, it just cracks me up so bad.
Maybe it's Thomas.
There we go.
Right.
We got some serious people creeping up in here. Oh, bye, Daryl. Thanks for playing.
Yep, thanks for tuning in.
All right, moving on to the next question. This one is for me. And here we go. Question 9. After being given instruction on how to wax the cars in Mr. Miyagi's front yard, Daniel asks where they came from. What does Mr. Miyagi answer? Is it A, dealership, B, Larusso Auto, C, Detroit, or D, Coles on Van Nuys? That answer, the first time I ever saw the movie with sound, I laughed so hard at that one.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's a great line.
It really is. And it's just that's just the answer, Eventually, they all came from Detroit.
Yeah, he's not lying.
He's not. All good, solid, steel American cars that came from Detroit. Came from the Motor City. And all 13 hung on that one. Wait, we were 14. We lost one.
All right, we got Mike P, J. Rube, Christy S, Sensei Cho, Iron Mario 94, Amira, Kiara, Charles, Robin, Jackie, Dan the Cobra, Karen B, and Dinah T. Ox. A lot of new names.
Yeah, there are a lot of new names on this one. Mike P, of course, we all know. J. Rube, Christy Stoneman, Iron Mario, Amira, Kiara, Jackie, and I believe Robin has played before. The rest of them are either not been here
Karen's
before
played.
or they're hanging longer than usual.
That could be it too. Yeah, I feel Karen's played almost every week, if not every week.
Oh, okay.
But that's great, So currently, hold on one sec.
I'm totally not tapping my fingers at you. Oh, Mike thinks Dynatox is Rick.
Oh, he could be. Is Rick still playing?
I don't know. I didn't see if he was in there as Rick or as Chopsticks.
Right, in the chat room was Chopsticks.
Right. Oh, Karen does play every week. Dan Rex is Dan the Cobra. Yep, he's here every week, too.
So the delay here, we actually lost Sean, so I'm trying to bring him back in.
Oh, I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Hey, Sean?
There he is.
Oh, and he left again.
Oh. We had his picture for a second. Bye, Aaron.
Hey, Sean?
Hey, Pete, can you hear me?
Yes, there we are. Okay.
About that.
All right. So I think we're ready to continue.
We are,
Okay.
and it was excellent timing bringing him back because it's his turn again.
Oh, it's my
well,
turn.
there you go.
All
Question.
right, so on to question 10. This one should be a fairly simple one that will also get a whole lot of people excited.
So we have 13 people left, huh?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm thinking your YouTube is like 10 seconds behind ours, so.
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no.
But, it really is the anticipation that makes the game so much fun.
Right?
Let's go with that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, come on.
Say they're hanging in there waiting to hear what you say. If you click on the screen, do you see the word live at the bottom left?
I do not. It's the same screen that it's been since the beginning.
Because I'm using a computer, but it does give me an option to skip ahead to the live broadcast because you might just be a few seconds behind us.
That's what I'm thinking, is that you're watching it on a slight delay.
Huh. Yeah, I just hit the lower left corner, and it says live. Let's see.
Yep, push the word live and see if the screen changes.
Let's see. And I did, and it's not. Oh boy.
But it's not paused either, right? It is playing.
Okay. Cobra Kai
There.
started on YouTube Red, which became YouTube Premium before season 2. Where will season 3 air? Is it A, Netflix, B, Hulu, C, Amazon Prime, which by the way is where Studio City airs, gratuitous plug, D, Apple TV?
Which is where nothing of any consequence whatsoever airs.
Right.
I seriously don't know any programming on Apple TV. Do you?
There isn't there the Chris Evans show? Wasn't that Apple TV? There was the something Zachary or Defending Zachary. Does that sound right?
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Oh, Amy says it's Apple. Yeah, right there. Evans shows
Defending
Apple.
Jacob. Okay.
Defending Jacob. Okay, I knew it was a name.
All right, and the correct answer is, of course, Netflix. We know where, we just don't know when.
And Sean, if you haven't been looking over in the chat, Angie's been giving you a lot of love in there, obviously.
Oh, hey Angie.
Yep, Mike was too, talking about how good Studio City is.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been really exciting. Studio City was nominated for 8 Emmys and 12 Indie Series Awards, and
That's right. Yeah.
it's been a pretty incredible adventure for all of us involved with it, and we're just trying to build our audience and looking forward to bringing everybody a bigger, more expanded season 2 once production's able to resume, which hopefully is going to be in the next couple months.
Where are you guys right now in pre-production? Scripts already written, or what's?
Scripts are not written, but there's a lot of outlines. We're really waiting until actually a week from today. The digital drama category for the Daytime Emmys is going to have its own virtual show, and we're still up for 7 awards. So we want to see what happens with that. And then at that point, we decided that was going to be kind of the cutoff point where we all had to, get in the room and start hammering out next season.
Now, the award show next week, is that something that people can tune into?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
I will absolutely post on my Twitter and Instagram how people can do that. I'm still talking with everybody at the Emmys to get the exact information, but my guess is it's probably going to start around 6 p.m. Pacific time, I'm guessing. and it's next Sunday. But I will get exact details and links and all that stuff just as soon as I can.
All right, sounds good. So if everyone follows Sean, he'll post that, but also we'll retweet it, obviously. All right, so we'll continue on. We still have 13 remaining.
We do, and just found out that Sensei Cho is Kevin.
Right, former champ there. So Mike P and Kevin. Do we have anybody else that's looking over the list here? Are they the only previous champs?
I believe so. Kiata is always like right there at the end. Iron Mario and J Rube are usually up there pretty high. But I think Mike and Kevin are the only two defending champions in here. So, unless, of course, you know, whoever the heck Dynatox is. Okay, moving on. And now
I like to think it's Thomas.
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
think that, you know what, though? I mean, Thomas Ian Griffith does show up for random live streams, right? I mean,
Great.
he and Paul Walter Hauser, and I think you were all three in one of Drew's videos the other day. Just showed up randomly, you know, in his chat. And I don't get the whole concept of impersonating people on the internet. I really don't.
They do.
They do. Troll's gonna troll. Okay,
Yep.
Moving on to question 11 for Peter.
Okay. All
Another
right.
quote question.
Yep. Question 11. Fill in the blanks to complete this quote. This is a karate dojo, not a blank. You don't come into my dojo and drop a challenge and leave, old man. Is it A, yoga studio, B, dance rehearsal, C, book club, or D, knitting class? This is a karate dojo, not a blank. You don't come into my dojo and drop a challenge and leave, old man.
Still one of the greatest lines I think he has ever delivered.
Yeah, it's a good line.
So good that we have a video of it. Ooh, how's that for a segue?
Joe, not a knitting class. You don't come in my dojo and drop a challenge and leave, old man.
And it is a knitting class.
Or
Everyone
that's what
should-
it's not, actually.
Right. It's not a knitting class. And the new Cobra Kai Dojo actually is a part-time yoga studio.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And they dance a lot, but no dance rehearsals. And, you know, I don't think anybody reads. I don't think Johnny reads. Daniel probably reads. Johnny
Maybe.
doesn't read.
What they can't do is read between the lines.
Oh, my God. They're both a couple of giant children. Anyway, 13 players. Everyone knew that the Cobra Kai Dojo is not a knitting class. I'm proud of you
It's
all.
become a meme of its own, too.
It has. It really has. The class we have visitors. So many memes came from that scene. I am really glad. I'm really proud of you 13, and I am so happy that after the fiasco that was question 3 that eliminated 90% of everyone, that we still have 13 people playing. So good on you guys.
Isn't it crazy how, like, usually the big drop-off is sometimes, like, really early? And that's where, like, I feel bad, too, because, 41 people on one question, that's a lot.
They're supposed to be the easy ones.
Well, I don't know, maybe I need to take a gander over some of the questions in the future episodes, and maybe we can decide whether or not they need to be switched out with some others.
You gonna dumb them down for me?
Well, no, that just
Or not,
the
not
order.
dumb them down, just make them less obscure.
No, I think it's just the order of the questions. Like, maybe I could have said what month it starts in could have been later on. I don't know.
Oh, it just honestly never occurred to me that everyone doesn't know what it says because it's the first thing you see.
Well, again, I always equate it to, like, Back to the Future, how still till this day people missed the part where Marty's standing next to Lone Pine Mall. They thought it was Twin Pine Mall the entire time still. There's things like that.
Yeah.
All right. Next question to you.
Next question to me. Question 12 needs to show up on my screen. There it is. Question 12. Daniel is now a member of the country club he sneaked through the back door of in The Karate Kid. What is its name? Is it Encino Oaks, Encino Hills, Encino Bridges, or Encino Shores?
be funny if one of the answers was Encino Man.
Oh, I wish I'd thought of that one. I would totally
I was actually
have put that
looking
in
for
there.
it too.
I should have. I should have put that in there. Encino Hills is actually the name of, I guess, the town, Encino. Isn't it? They call it that a couple times in the movies anyway.
Gosh, I don't know.
Encino Bridges, Encino Shores are nothing. It is the Encino Oaks Country Club.
Doesn't Daniel stand next to the sign in the first movie?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, before he sneaks in, right?
Yeah, before he sneaks
Yeah.
in. And there was a scene in the book that I actually wish had been filmed of him parking cars. Because he was dressed like a parking valet.
And he was parking cars just for no reason?
No, because people were tipping him $50 to park their cars in the parking lot.
And so he'd do it?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Wouldn't you?
I mean, it's $50. Yeah, back in '84. Yeah, sure. That's a lot of money.
Right. Do we still have Sean?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're
I'm
good.
like, either we lost him or we're just babbling too much.
I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, no, interrupt us, please. Because if you don't, you won't get a word in edgewise. And we did lose someone on that one. And my guess would be that that was for Encino Hills. But
Yeah.
that's not bad. One person. We're on question... What question are we on? 12? Going to 13. 12 questions, 12 players. Not bad.
Did we ever find out if Rick is Dinotox?
I was kind of watching the chat for a while, and Rick was talking, but I didn't see him own up to being Dinotox. Let's see, who'd we lose? Oh, no. Mike, I am ashamed of you.
Mike P. lost out.
Oh,
No, there we go.
that's just awful. What kind of a returning champ are you?
He's definitely not like Kevin.
Right? Who's still hanging in there. All right, question 13 for Sean.
Okay. Waiting for it to generate.
Yep. It's another beach question, so let's hope that this one is not as cursed as the last one. Oh, Mike is ashamed of himself as well. Good. You should be. That was a bad answer, and you should feel bad.
Oh, no. He can take it, though.
Right. But he nails the push-ups. That he does.
I was about to bring that up. He's been doing a lot of those one-handed stuff, too.
Yeah, Susan.
Very impressive.
Susan
And
giving him love.
in the office. In the office, in a suit.
Impressive.
Okay, so it just showed current surviving players.
Oh, wow, you are way back. If you
What?
grab the status bar at the bottom, can you
Okay.
drag it all the way to the right?
The status bar, the one that says to play go crowd live. No, that wouldn't be it.
No, the progress bar on the video. When you tap it and the red bar that shows up at the bottom, can you grab that and drag it to the right?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying. No, it's not letting me do that. Huh.
Try refreshing it.
Okay. Let's
Just
try
reload
refreshing
it and see if it puts you, if it catches you all the way up.
Okay, here we go. It did right away.
Okay.
Good job. During the beach party soccer scene, someone took a soccer ball to the face. Who was it? Was it A, Daniel, B, Freddie, C, Allie, or D, Allen?
I think this is actually funnier than, like, the stormtrooper walking into the door in Star Wars.
Did they correct that?
The stormtrooper walking into the door? No, he still does, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? I don't know. Because I know in one version they added a lot more stormtroopers to that scene. So I thought maybe they would have taken that part out.
Oh, I don't. I just love that he just bonk and just keeps walking.
Yeah.
And in this case, the person that took the soccer ball to the face is Freddie. And Israel actually talked about that on your interview with him, didn't he? About taking the soccer ball to the face?
You know what? I don't recall because we did the live stream in the Facebook. You know, that man talks a lot, so I don't remember.
This is
my
very
answer.
true. He does. He's a good interview. He's very entertaining. Very entertaining. Knows everybody, has done everything, and has worked with everyone in Hollywood at some point.
Yeah.
All right, and on that one, we lost 5 people.
Okay. All right. We're starting to narrow them down.
Oh my goodness, there went Kevin. Yep, there went Kevin. There went Dynatox. Oh, so we're never going to find out who Dynatox is.
Yeah.
Christy out on that one. Aw. Down to 7. We are down 2. Oh, whoever we crown tonight is a first-time champion.
There you go. Yeah.
J-Rube, Amira, Kiata, Charles, Jackie, Dan, or Karen? All right, and on to question 4, and they're 14, and it's the question that I actually put in there for Christy. Oh, no. Peter, this one's yours.
All right. Question 14. Which of the OG Cobras do we see finally get the beer he reached for in 1984, but was never given? Was it A, Jimmy, B, Bobby, C, Tommy, or D, Dutch?
Poor man had to wait 35 years to get a beer.
Yeah, so if anybody is friends with Chrissy, you guys will probably know the answer with the...
Right, that's
you
true. If you know anything about Christy, I kind of gave away the answer to that one.
You did, yeah.
But Rick was Dynatox.
He didn't admit it, right? But oh, no, now he
did.
finally
He just
said it.
did. Yeah, he just did. That was fantastic. All right, and the correct answer is...
Jimmy.
Poor boy. Reached for a beer. Tommy turned his back on him, never gave him the beer. And then they all rode down the hill, and, we all know what happened next.
Yep, had a civil conversation with Daniel Larusso.
What version of this movie did you watch?
Or, I don't know. They all run in together.
Oh, my God.
They all run together? Come on.
Wow, we finally got a winner.
We have a champion on question 13. Dan the Cobra.
All right. Great job. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised.
I was looking before I hit the leaderboard. I was looking, and answers were pretty split. A lot of people thought it was Tommy, but Tommy wasn't reaching for the beer. Tommy was passing the beer out. He had all the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy was bogarting all the beer. They had to get it from him, and he never gave poor Jimmy his beer.
And, for anybody that listens to our reviews on our podcast, you brought this very point up in our review of the episode 6.
Yes. Yep. It's nice. It was hilarious that, Jimmy's first line was delivered from off screen.
Right.
And the poor boy finally got his beer. So, all right. That was actually, technical difficulties and all, I think, a really freaking good episode.
I think so too. So Dan, please reach out to us, Twitter or wherever you follow us, with your contact information, and then we'll pass that on over to Sean. And so, yeah, we don't know if he's in the group. Mike's asking if Dan is a companion because everyone that's won so far is either in the group or follows us and on social media and stuff. But Sean, yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
You guys, it was a pleasure. I love having an opportunity to interact with the fans. They've always been so amazing to me throughout the years. And Dan, we're looking forward to getting you your Karate's a Joke T-shirt, and just let me know if you'd like me to sign it or you just want the T-shirt by itself.
Yep. So pass that on to us. We'll pass that on to him. So Sean, we talked about Studio City on Amazon Prime. What else would you like to plug away? You got a couple books out as well.
I do. I have a book called Success Factor X. My partner Jill Lieberman and I went out to 50 exceptional individuals, said, what's your best advice about success? And we got responses from everybody from Mark Cuban and Anthony Robbins to Daryl McDaniels, founding member of Run DMC, baseball players, football players, gold medal athletes. It was voted one of the 20 most inspirational books of the last 2 decades. And it was an Amazon new release bestseller 10 days after its release. And you can get that on Amazon.
Wow.
How about that?
That is an impressive CV on that book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. I have to ask you, just general curiosity, what do you think about all the fan momentum behind bringing Mike back? Did you ever expect it when you first heard Cobra Kai was going to be a thing? Did you know he was such a big fixture?
I mean, I didn't know that Mike was such a fan favorite. I mean, he's such a reprehensible guy. Johnny's Johnny really wasn't a bad guy. But I think a lot of people want to see what became of Mike. What path did this guy wind up taking? Listen, like I said, I think it would be fantastic to bring some light to the rest of Mike's story.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget what we kind of talked about in the beginning there, to see if you can muster up a little insight to see where Mike Barnes might be now at this stage in his life.
I think it's a really good idea. I think it'd be an opportunity to do something funny too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to my wife about it because she's a terrific director, and we'll see if maybe we can't put something together over the next month or so.
Oh,
that would be great.
Fantastic. That would be fantastic.
So,
I'd love it.
I thank you for all the pictures that you sent me. I'm going to go in and I'm going to put your name on them in the event that people save it for their own personal use, because people do that. But I will also send you a link to Sensei William Christopher Ford's clip that we talked about too on YouTube, so that way you don't have to look for it.
Watching that, and if people want to keep up with what I'm doing, they can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and I really do try my best to respond to everybody who reaches out to me.
All right. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Sean, no need to stay on afterwards. We'll conclude after this, and we'll be in touch.
Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
All right.
Sean. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for playing. Congratulations, Dan.